Hello Fit and Fun game players, this is Kyle Newton and welcome to this Monday night game update. And guys, this is going to be a very special game update because we're announcing several new games to the Fit and Fun game platform. You guys know that we've had the 28-day overall health and wellness transformation, and guys, this game is producing phenomenal results. Matter of fact, I'm right in the middle of moving, and today while moving, my son and I were moving our pool table. Now this isn't a solid wood table, I'll tell you, it's a compressed wood, but a pool table nonetheless is heavy. We're carrying this thing down the steps. It took 4 people to bring it into our house, but today he and I both took it down, and as I was at the lower end of it all holding the pool table up, and then we had to realize we had to go up over the railing, I literally pressed that up over my head and carried it down the steps. I tell you what, I am feeling awesome playing the Fit and Fun game. The nutrition, the exercise, the sleep, the water, everything that the Fit and Fun game is reinforcing for me is paying off over and over again. And guys, we're so excited about all the testimonies, all the results, all the dramatic difference that is happening with the Fit and Fun game, and now it's getting even better. Wednesday, this upcoming Wednesday, we're going to be launching the Fit Fun game version 3.0. We had the 1.0 scorecard during the beta rounds. We had the 2.0 scorecard since March 23rd, and now coming up here in May, we're going to have the 3.0 scorecard with some improvements that we have seen throughout the gameplay. And so we're going to be sharing with you those improvements to the Fit and Fun game 4-week overall health and transformation. We're also going to be introducing on tonight's webinar the 11-day breakthrough. Guys, Isagenix, the provider of our nutritional system, has what they call the 9-day kit. And the 9-day kit actually is played for 11 days. And what we're introducing is the 11-day breakthrough challenge. In 11 days, literally getting 2 back-to-back cleanse days, getting 7 days of shakes into your body. We know that a lot of people produce phenomenal results in that first week to 2-week period. And the 11-day breakthrough is going to allow you to bring people onto the team who may be for 2 reasons. One, they may not want to commit to 28 days. And number 2, they may not be able to come up with the $340 to $360 it takes to get the Isagenix nutritional system. Now, we haven't had a lot of resistance with the 28-day game, but there's a few people that still, because they just haven't seen the difference in their own body, $340, $350, $360 is a lot of commitment for them. And now we have about a $145 option in the 9-day kit playing the 11-day game. So we're going to be reviewing that scorecard with you as well. And for all of you who are leveling up and playing the financial incentives game, we are now ready to launch the Level Up Financial Incentives game. And this is for all the people who are leading a team. You guys know there's 5 levels of play. There's the player just playing the game. Then there's the associate, level 2, who's playing and inviting 1 person. Then there's level 3, the person that's playing but invited 2 people. And then level 4 and 5 are for lead players, star lead players and executive lead players. And these are the people that are playing the financial incentives game. And those people have been meeting on calls each morning, getting ready for this moment of launching the financial incentives game. And so we're going to review those scorecards. This is your introduction to the games that are unleashing this week. So let's bring those up on the screen. Let's begin to introduce to you those games. And I'm going to start with the modifications to the 28-day overall health and wellness transformation. We've only made a few changes, but there's some very important changes that I want to highlight for you right now. Now what we're doing is zooming in on the Fit and Fun game 4-week overall health and wellness transformation. And what you're seeing on your screen is the offline scorecard. You'll see these same things reflected on the online scorecard as well. Now guys, nothing really has changed here. Again, the same shake day schedule. Take your Ionics, take your accelerator, the cleanse, the shakes, everything. So shake days have stayed the same. Cleanse days have stayed the same. Custom days have stayed the same. Now I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. Here's where the difference starts picking up. And this is where we have broken out the bonus points. Okay, so we have the health bonus point activities. And these are the same things. Exercising for 30 minutes a day. Okay, that still gets you 10 points. Water, drinking your right amount in your weight in ounces divided by 2. That's still in there. Sleep, 7 hours a day. Still in there. Transformational habit, still in here. But here's where it gets exciting. Guys, we have team bonus point activities now. Throughout the course of the game, we've realized that it is the team environment that makes all the difference. And we want to incentivize players to really interact with the FitFunGame.net website, most importantly, using that website to interact with each other. We found that it's the team communication, people interacting together, sharing their stories, sharing tips, really building that community that really is a dramatic difference with this game. So we've added some bonus points here. Number one, daily communicating with a team member via phone or text. Now that one's been in there, but we've separated it out. There's now daily FitFunGame.net social media wall post. Now what does that mean? With the FitFunGame.net website, there's a social media wall where you can begin to post your results. Each day that you post a comment on your social media wall, you get bonus points. Now, why is this important? It begins each person kind of sharing, kind of thinking about, gets their minds thinking about what kind of results am I producing? What am I engaging in today? What are my thoughts about this either 4-week overall health transformation or 11-day breakthrough? Both ones get points for this type of interactivity. And when they put their story out there, it allows others on their team, others on other teams, and their team leader to create comments and really connect with them powerfully. So there's points out there for that, 10 points. There's also 10 points for sending a message through the My Team part of the social media tools. On the left-hand side of all FitFunGame.net websites, there's My Teams. And then there's the list of one or more teams, depending on how many teams you're playing on. When you click on that team name, there's a wall, a social media wall specifically for that team. Anytime you post on that social media wall, it sends an email out to all of your team members. This way, it's not just a post on the social media wall. This is exclusive. This is your team's little huddle place. Only you guys see your wall. Only you guys, your team, gets this email. So we want to give points for actually communicating daily with your team in that method. Then there's daily entering your scores. We wanted to obviously put that in there. That's part that's carrying over, making sure you're getting your scores entered each day. And then, of course, attending the team call. Guys, the financial or the fitness call each day is so powerful. We're actually beginning to constrain those down to 15 or 20 minutes. We're trying to minimize the amount of time people actually interact. Now, entering your scores only takes 1 to 5 minutes, depending on how quickly you go through that. And then these additional, posting on the wall, all of this, only takes maybe another 5 to 10 minutes of a person's day, but it's a very rewarding interactivity. And then there's posting on the My Team, and then there's the daily call. So we have all of these emotional and psychological nutrients, and that's why we put bonus points on this. The more people interact on the social media wall, the more they interact with their team, the more they engage on our daily calls and learn more of why this nutritional system is transforming their bodies, the greater level of success they have. So we wanted to put some points there as well. We've also got, if you listen to the record, now that's 10 points. Attending live is 20 points. We've had conversations around this. What about the people who can't attend live? It seems like it's a little weighted against them. But guys, we want to incentivize live attendance. We know that many people get busy and they don't go back and listen to those records. Others are making serious commitments to show up in the morning and hear these calls. So we want to really put in the hands of people the incentives to actually attend these calls and really level up in what's available to them. So we wanted to put some points on that as well. And then under the penalty points, still illegally snacking, collusion or intentional sabotage of opposing teams. That's some things that came out. There were some accusations of intentional sabotage of the other team, and so we wanted to include that in there as well. And we broke out alcohol and soda. We found some people drinking soda, and they didn't want to say, you know, hey, that was alcohol or soda. There's certain people who don't drink alcoholic beverages and didn't want people to think they were drinking alcohol, so we broke those two things out. So just a few minor tweaks, but I really believe it's going to take the Fit and Fun game to the next level. As we add these bonus points around team communication, team interactivity, we're going to see the level of story, the level of community, and the level of communication go through the roof. So that's the enhancement. This new scorecard will be coming out Wednesday. Now there's another enhancement to the FitFunGame.net website that goes right along with this. On our scorecard, there's soon going to be a drop-down where you can look at the 1.0 game under the 1.0 scorecard, the 2.0 game, or the 3.0 game. both of those games had different points. So we don't want to rank teams against that because there's different levels of points as we modified the scorecard. So you'll be able to have those drop downs and see those leaderboards. And as we're going to talk about in just a few minutes, there'll be a fourth one if you're a lead player where you can look at the financial incentives leaderboard as well and check that out. So that's going to be a nice enhancement as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next game. And guys, this is so exciting what's coming available, which is the 11-day breakthrough game. That's right, 11-day breakthrough game. And on your offline scorecard, you're going to see that we kind of give a recommended schedule. If I zoom in here, you're going to see that we recommend certain cleanse days, right? So you start off with 2 shake days, then 2 back-to-back cleanse days. Then you measure. Then you go into 5 shake days. And end the 10th and 11th day with cleanse days, and then you measure. This is the offline scorecard. The online scorecard is going to reflect much of this as well. Now let's take a look at the differences between the 11-day breakthrough and the 4-week overall health transformation. And the primary differences is simply this. In a 11-day kit versus the 30-day kit, you don't get, in the 9-day, you don't get the flush and you don't get the accelerators. So you get the shakes, you get, no, I'm sorry, the ionics. You don't get the ionics and you don't get the flush. But you have the accelerators, you have enough shake for 11 days, and you have enough cleanse for 11 days. So we had to remove those from the scorecard. So you're going to notice it starts off with an accelerator in the morning, then the AM shake, mid snack, noon healthy meal, noon accelerator, PM snack, then PM shake. And notice that the ionics and the flush is not there. Cleanse days stay exactly the same. You're taking your cleanse throughout the day. Then you have the custom days that for those that are playing multiple 11-day games. And then the bonus points, both for the health bonus points, team bonus points, and penalty points are exactly the same, just like the ones we just covered for the 28-day overall health and wellness transformation. This game will start this Wednesday. Okay, so that's when it's going to kick into gear, and then from on out you can start 11-day breakthrough teams. And guys, it's a great way to get people started. We still want to encourage a lot of people to play the 28-day game. We think a lot of people are going to continue to start on the 28-day game, and definitely a lot of people are going to come off the 9-day game or the 11-day game and go directly into the 28-day game. So we're going to see both teams, right? We're going to see very active leaderboards in both the 11-day breakthrough and the 28-day overall health and wellness transformation. So this is an exciting addition. We've already got some people geared up to play the 11-day game. Now let's look at a few changes that we have made to the tracking chart. There's been a few insights and aha moments that we've had in the tracking chart. So let's take a look at that. Right off the bat, and let me zoom in here, is that we're changing the weight and measurement days from just day 7, day 14, day 21 to making the tracking chart that you'll find online more robust and more accurate. So it starts off with measuring yourself in the AM of the start day. Then it moves to in the 28-day game, you're only going to measure day 7 in the 28-day game. And there's some notes at the bottom of this form that lets people know who are playing the 11-day game that they don't score themselves on day 7. Then there's AM after the first cleanse. This is both the 28-day and the 11-day. Then there's the AM after the second cleanse. Now that's true for the 28-day, but what the 11-day do is they go ahead and put that in the AM after the last day, because that is the last day for them. And you'll see those notes at the bottom of this. We've also added a key feature that we noticed is that a lot of people didn't know where to measure. So instead of simply saying neck, upper arm, wrist, and all of that, we've added descriptions. Like for example, upper arm, 1 inch below the armpit, chest, middle of the bust, or the widest measurement. So you're going to notice that we've made some additions to the tracking chart, giving you clues on where to actually measure. Then of course there's your goals, and then there's when to weigh and measure. So what we've done is on the AM of the start day, do both the 28-day and the 11-day enter there? Yes and yes. If we go back over here, on day 7, only 28-day game enter in on the column of day 7. So the 28-day says yes, 11-day says leave blank. Then after the first cleanse, the 28-day yes, the 11-day yes. After the second cleanse, 28-day yes, and then 11-day leave blank and enter into the last day. And then on those last day measurements, 28-day yes, and then the 11 days have already entered into that last column because they've already entered it in from their last day. So what we also have here is a quick note for people to weigh and measure the same time of day for accurate results. So we put some clues and some hints in here where people can produce phenomenal results. So we've tightened up our tracking. We've made the tracking form more robust where it'll work both for the 11-day and for the 28-day. We've made more accurate titles to the columns. AM start, then AM on the 7-day for those playing the 28-day game, then after the AM after the first cleanse day. So if you're cleansing Tuesday, Wednesday, then you want to measure on the AM on Thursday right after that Tuesday, Wednesday back-to-back cleanse day. And for the 28 days, again on that AM after that second cleanse day, and then finally at the end of the game for both the 11-day and the 28-day games. And so the tracking charts have become more robust, and we're expanding that out. Guys, this game just keeps getting better and better and better. Let's take a look now. One of the most exciting enhancements is going to be for the financial incentives game. And let me make a little comment here. Not everybody is playing the financial incentives games. This is primarily lead players. You may be watching this video, and you may just be a player right now, and that's great. You're engaging in the 28-day overall health transformation. You're engaging in the 11-day breakthrough. You're having fun. You're shedding pounds. You're building lean muscle mass. Your mental clarity. Everything's getting better and better and better. Keep playing is all I've got to share with you. But then when you want to share your results, or as people come rushing up to you saying, hey, how are you shedding those pounds and inches? Your skin looks so great. Now what we can do is level you up to the financial incentives game, where you can begin to invite those people to play with you. First one, then two, then maybe more, and you can become a lead player and lead a team as well. And when you choose to be a lead player, you've now leveled up to the financial incentives level up game. And there's money involved in that, referral rewards involved in that you qualify for. Some people are not just doing that, they're actually engaging with this in a major way. Not only are they enjoying the financial incentives of the Level Up financial game, they're enjoying leading a team, really helping others have the same level of experience they've had in playing the game, shedding pounds and inches, and totally enjoying the fit and fun game. And so what we've done in the financial incentive scorecards is reward both behaviors. The lead player activities that maximize results for the lead player and all of their team's players, and a few activities that'll help increase the financial incentives that they're participating in. So let's take a look at that scorecard, especially for all of you playing the Level Up financial incentives game. This will be a 28-day game, so it'll be played for 28 days. So let's look at the first set of points, and you'll notice that the scorecard looks very similar to the fitness game. Off the front, there's the foundation daily team strengthening activities. Number one, dailyfitfungame.net social media wall post. As a lead player, you want to make a post a day. This is creating community and interactivity. Next, the lead player will also send a My Team message to their team. Again, there's 10 points for that, and that creates community. They will enter their scores daily. They'll daily attend the call or listen within 24 hours. And here's a new one for lead players. They'll friend one new person. Now you guys may realize that when you form a team, all the team members and the lead player are automatically friended, which means you'll see their comments on your wall, they'll see your comments on their wall. But there's a lot of other people playing the Fit and Fun game. So as new people come up, just simply click on their name. And when you'll see over there on the right-hand side, it'll say Add as Friend. And you can click Add as Friend and friend that person. And that means when they accept your friend request, you'll be able to see their comments. Yes, they may be on another team, but you can still encourage them or get into fun, competitive kind of poke and jabs if you want to. Anything to keep it spicy, keeping the stories going, and having a lot of fun. That's why we want people, especially the lead players, friending other people. It creates community, it creates conversation amongst all the teams. And then there is check the team roster to make sure the team is entering their points. Throughout the 7 to 9 years that Isagenix has been in the business, one of the primary activities of people like myself and others who are leading others through this product is what they call cleanse coaching. Coaching people around the Isagenix nutritional system. Your team roster, when you look at that and you see all of your team members, you see how many days they've entered their score, you see pounds and inches, you see their points. This is giving you, the lead player, the metrics, the information you need to know how your players are showing up, how they're cleansing, how they're taking the nutritional products, what kind of results they're producing. So by giving you points and incentives to every day check that roster, then it becomes a daily routine for you to just to make sure your team is staying on schedule. to make sure your team is doing what they need to do. And we wanted to include that as part of the points of the game. So those are the foundational team building activities. Then there's two activities you see here in orange. We call them building activities. These are team growth activities. Number one, send an email or connect with someone about playing the game. And for lead players, they're actively kind of connecting with people. They're not just waiting always for people to come up to them. They may take the initiative to send out an email to connect with someone and say, hey, I'm playing this great game. You ought to play with me. And so we encourage them and give them points for doing that each day. We also have a Facebook and social media strategy for daily communicating with people on your social media. And let me give you a couple hints here. I'm not talking about every day telling people, hey, I'm playing the financial game, or I'm playing the fit and fun game, and I'm shedding pounds and inches. We have a social media strategy where you only make a post about playing the game or what results you're doing once, maybe every 5 to 10 posts. The rest of the posts are creating communication. It's really going to help you develop a robust social media engagement. Guys, social media is powerful. And so learning that skill as a lead player is going to be phenomenal, because there's hundreds or thousands of people out there that you can friend and who want to connect with you, hear about your story, and as you see kind of progressively your story in your Facebook communication, it's going to have people following up with you and wanting to know more about this awesome game you're playing. So we give points each day for that. Now let's move on. There's creating your story points. Now guys, there is what Kirk teaches us in Isagenix. There's compelling evidence. There's reasons to believe that lead to your phenomenal dramatic difference. But if you don't tell your compelling story, if you don't display to the world the dramatic difference, it doesn't give them reason to believe, it doesn't give you the feedback for the reasons to believe. And what are you sharing in these compelling evidence and dramatic difference? You're sharing your story. What this nutritional system and what the Fit and Fun game has done for you in reinforcing good, healthy behaviors mixed with great nutrition and cleansing and detoxification and all of these things, there's a phenomenal story being created on the inside of you. So lead players are incentivized in this game to gather points for telling their story. For activities like uploading and updating their before and after pictures, we're adding that here in the next few days, the ability to add some before and after pictures. Customizing or updating their own profile so that when people come out and read about them, they're going to hear about why they're playing the Fit and Fun game. Sharing their aha or testimony on the daily calls. Guys, this is powerful. Our lead players are constantly having new awarenesses and new ahas, and so they're sharing that on the call. Being a guest on this game update webinar, points for that, bringing your story out and going public with it, then using that video on your social media profile. Creating a Fit Fun Game blog post on success story of you and your team. Guys, there's a blog for each team. And every time your lead player makes a blog post, they get points for that because that blog goes out to you, their team. And so it's not just posting on the wall, it's literally creating a history of the story of the team. And so there's points for that, for creating that level of story. And each one of these financial incentive nutrients are strategically planned and placed there to create growth, to create excitement, and to create engagement. And so the blog is just one of those tools in creating the story. Then of course, entering their weight and measurement for the team. Those are the personal ones. Now in this next category, there's creating your team member stories as well. And the lead player is going to get points for each one of those. Number one, customizing your team's picture and description. Each team has a picture, each team has a description, and they get points for doing that. Number two, points each time you work with a team member on the evaluation. Under the tracking tab, there's not just the weight and measurements chart, there's also an evaluation for things such as stress, mental clarity, your skin, your energy, your sleep, your vitality. And so we're going to start using that more and more as we go forward, and your lead player gets bonus points each time they help you actually engage with the evaluation and get ideas and metrics around how you're producing results in all the other areas of the Fit and Fun game. So there's bonus points there. There's also points each time a lead player helps a member enter in their cell phone. With the fitfungame.net website, we can send out text messages through the system, but only if there is a phone engaged. So they'll get points each time that is done. Points each time a new member updates their bio or story. And that simply means that the lead player will make sure that each of its team members have updated their own personal story and bio on their profile, and they get points each time they do that. Points each time a new team member uploads a before and after picture. Team members can do this as well. So there's points each time that happens. Got a team member caught up on entering points while playing. Sometimes people get behind on their points, and if they get a day or two behind, they get a little frustrated, they get kind of sometimes they want to quit, not fully finish the game. And so if a team member gets behind and a lead player comes in and helps them get caught up, they can give themselves 20 points for keeping their team engaged with the process. And then also taking a look here, there's once per week, check to make sure your team is entering their pounds and inches. Guys, those pounds and inches are so powerful. We're right now running a program, should be available by tomorrow, that's going to tell us how many pounds and inches have been released over the course of the beta teams and the live teams since March 23rd. Guys, it's amazing how many pounds and inches have been shed through this game and the interactivity of the fitfungame.net. But it only can calculate on pounds and inches entered. So we want to incentivize the lead players in assisting their team members to enter those pounds and inches. Very, very important. Let's look at the next bonus points, and guys, these are exciting. These are the team building bonus points. This is what a lead player gets when they actually help their team build. The first one is, had a three-way initiation call with a team member. This is a three-way call or a three-way orientation call. We teach, and the lead players get taught to identify people, then to invite people to a three-way call. When a team member has a three-way call with you, one of the players, as people come up to you and say, I want to learn more about what you're doing as a player. I want to learn how you play this game. Tell me more, tell me more. Then you as a player can call your lead player and say, hey, I don't know really what to tell them. Would you get on the three-way call with me? That's the three-way call initiation call. Every single time your lead player does a call with you to help you share the game with another person, they get points and they get incentivized for that activity. Next is help a team member enroll a new person to play. Each time a team member brings on a new person, they either play the 11-day game or the 28-day game, the lead player gets 100 points. Every time a team member helps that person get another person for a total of 2 people, they get an additional 200 points for that activity. Helping a team member lead their own team, 100 points. Enrolling a new person on your team yourself as a lead player, 100 points. And personally starting a fit and fun team, 100 points. So we're really putting a lot of point value on sharing the game and really getting people out there, referring it and talking to people, and lead players helping their players bring people onto the team. It's really exciting. It's already happening organically, and now with this game, we think it's really going to accelerate. Let's look at the penalty points. These are a little bit different than the Fit Fun game. Now, know that your lead player is going to be playing the Fit Fun game with you, but they're also going to be playing this game as well. So, the first penalty points, not taking the nutritional products as planned. Now, we don't have that as penalty points in the Fit and Fun game, but this is a financial level up game, and these people have leveled up, so they should be taking their nutritionals, whether they're on a custom plan, 11-day game, 28-day game, they should be doing that each and every day. So we put points there to make sure that they're doing that. Also, there's penalty points for talking to negative people and dream stealers. The financial incentives level up players are beginning to share and help others share about the Fit and Fun game, about the Isagenix nutritional system. And we all know there's people out there who just like, they don't want to do anything. They want to take their dreams and their destinies into their own hands. And so if they keep talking to those kind of people, they need to just bring into awareness. We want to put some penalty points there so that they're in awareness when they're engaging with those kind of people. Next is speaking negatively about a person. We don't want our team members speaking negatively about someone, missing an opportunity to introduce Isagenix to someone, and someone dropping off your team or not entering their points. These are all key game activities that we want to reinforce. Guys, what I'm telling you and what I'm sharing with you is that this game is really leveling up. Not only is the fitfungame.net site getting better, but the scorecards are getting better as we learn. Now, months into this, we're learning more and more and more about how to create great scorecards, great incentives for people to engage with the nutritional products. We now know that we want to have the 11-day game out there and give people a smaller price point, but a huge impact in those 11-day breakthrough game. And now the financial incentives game. Super duper powerful. And here's what's cool. We're determining this week how many points you need to have on a weekly basis on the financial incentives game to level up to the IsaDream game. We already have people playing the IsaDream game, but these are for people who are actually at the lead player, financial incentives level, and who really want to level up to the IsaDream game. And as long as you're doing the activities of the financial incentives game, you can get this $2,800 coaching package for simply being on the Fit Fun game, playing the game, and leading a team. That's a huge win. Matter of fact, that's an epic win because the Ice-A-Dream game is about you leveling up as a person. And very soon, in the next week or two, we're going to launch the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire game. It's basically the financial incentives game, but with a little bit more activity in the business building for those people who want to not just spend 15, 20, 30 minutes a day focusing on financial incentives, but really want to look to creating a 6-7 figure income by playing this game, sharing the overall health and wellness transformation or the 11-day breakthrough with people, and really helping people increase in their overall health and wellness. Guys, this is an exciting week. This is a groundbreaking week as we launch the 11-day game, as we launch the financial incentives game, as we improve the 4-week overall health transformation. So guys, get out there, start inviting people. We got a lot of teams starting this week. Competition is picking up. I'm not going to take time tonight to look at the scoreboard. I want to keep this down to 30 minutes. But guys, get out there, play the game, get fit, have fun, level up, and we'll see you on the leaderboard soon.